Coming up on today's episode,
it will give you more experiences that you will remember after the fact. It makes your war stories actually deep, and that's what's so fun about it. My advice is to ask the players what they want and try to find a way to draw it into your existing plans. There is something about your mother's past that has marked you for death, and yet you still want to pursue this, obviously, because you want ninja powers. So
who doesn't want ninja powers, dude?
Who doesn't want ninja powers, right?
Welcome to Dungeon Mastering is Easy. This is the show that shows that anyone could be a dungeon master. Hello, my name is Vahid Qualls. I'm the host of the show. And today we're joined by Kelly from Dork Tales. Kelly is a globally loved Dungeons & Dragons streamer and the head of the Dork Tales channel. Not only does he have an entertaining, big personality, but he's also mentored and accompanied a whole bunch of other dungeon masters to become dungeon masters on his Dork Tales channel. We're really enjoying having you back with us. How are you doing, Kelly?
I'm very excited to be back here, and yeah, we're going to have some fun today. What are we talking about?
We're going to talk about how to weave character backstories into the campaign. How the character's backstory helps to shape the world.
So when I'm starting to build a new campaign, for example, it really depends whether or not you are working with a campaign that you have created from the ground up, or if you are working inside of an established setting. So say you're using like an adventure module or something. That's going to be completely different. I'm going to mostly focus on the first one. So if you're building your own campaign world, I would say it's really important to have a rough foundation of what you want the story to be, or kind of like, you know, that the big bad evil guy is going to be like a lich, and so he's an undead wizard who's angry about something. Cool, you've got that. But when you are going to your players, pitch them the general concept of, oh, it's going to be like this very Lord of the Rings style quest to like find and return a magic item, okay? If you go with that, and then you ask like, okay guys, what do you want to play? And somebody says, well, I want to be an elf from a forgotten order of undead hunters. And that's the point where you can lean in and say, go on, tell me some more. What are they called? What's their deal? And you can start folding that into your world. And if you already had like a little bit of a structural framework, and say, for example, you know, you've got a lich and somebody pitches you a concept like that, you can say, okay, well, maybe there's some type of backstory in there. Maybe the lich, you know, has encountered them before. Maybe he used to belong to them before he fell. Maybe maybe they were completely designed just to hunt him, and maybe the records have been lost to time. You can really start playing around with the way that the history is there. I would always put a couple of like false snags in too. Like, you think that this thing is one thing and your character really believes this, but then there's a twist. And you realize that it's either darker or sadder or even worse than you thought it was, or something like that. So my advice is to ask the players what they want and try to find a way to draw it into your existing plans. Like, even if, for example, you already had something like that called like the Order of the Blue Rose, and the players want to play one called the Order of the Grasping Claw. I mean, what's to say that they couldn't be schism organizations, or that they could not be sister organizations, or that it couldn't just be a rename or a mistranslation?
Mistranslation, fun. Yeah.
Right? From a certain point of view, they're the same thing.
Yes, that's right.
You know,
yes,
use the Star Wars thing, right? Star Wars is always rip off Star Wars.
When in doubt, rip off Star Wars. Okay, let's talk about ask what they want. What do you mean by that? Yeah. Ask what they want.
So what do you want to... So Vahid, I'm going to be running a game coming up. It's going to be based on... I'm inspired by Akira Kurosawa movies. So I want to have like wandering samurai type characters. What kind of character do you want to play for that?
I want to play someone who's been rejected. He's like a Ronin. All right?
Okay.
He's really down on his luck. He's felt betrayed. Maybe his family was killed. Killed off. He's roaming. And what I'd really love is for his father to be this really famous samurai, but he just doesn't have the right kind of skills. But I've also thought that wouldn't it be cool if his mother was in secret a ninja?
Okay. That sounds really cool. So are you thinking like you want to be like a fighter, or do you want to be a rogue, or do you want to multi-class with that? Like, do you want to like uncover that ninja background? Because you could totally be like...
That's what I think would be cool. I think he's maybe starts off as a fighter, but maybe he's a dex-based fighter or something like that, and then slowly uncovers some of his mother's. You know, I mean, it's you're running this story. I don't know, but
totally.
But if there's some way of kind of connecting in with his mother's
I can help you. I can help
side
you
of
with
the
that.
story. And
who betrayed him?
I think his mother's family, when she left, how about this? She left the ninja order or Yakuza or whatever. She left, and then that put a mark on her back.
Okay.
So maybe it was some kind of vendetta that ended up killing the family. So
does he have this mark as well? Does your character have this mark?
I think that he's probably so maybe instead of him just being wandering, maybe he's actually hiding.
Okay, because he's being hunted probably
he
by
knows
his
that he's
father's
hunted.
people.
Yeah. He's given himself
Have you
a
seen
new
K-pop
name.
Demon Hunters? Because I feel like you're drawing some stuff from that.
P.S. K-pop Demon Hunters
so good.
Is awesome.
It's so good. I was forced to watch it by a member of my team, and I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. 10 minutes in, I'm just like, this is great.
I have a family member who's a massive fan, and as a result, I have seen it 3 times.
And the music is actually really, really good.
It is good.
But for like an example like that, like I've already got you to say like a rough backstory on what you're working with. I've got multiple organizations I can draw from. There is something about your mother's past that has marked you for death, and yet you still want to pursue this, obviously, because you want ninja powers. So
who doesn't want ninja powers, dude?
Who doesn't want ninja powers, right? But like that means that like there's a couple of different ways we can do this, and I know that you grew up in like you have really fond memories of the 80s and 90s. So if I have a way to get you to learn from your like ninjutsu from like a rat folk or a turtle, then like I know we're gonna do this, right? I can have you like learn different ninja styles, like the way of the tortoise, the way of the rat, the way of the Sentai Power Ranger, and you can lean into all that, right? So just in a couple of minutes of shooting the breeze, I've managed to kind of connect and see like what type of things you want to play. I know that I can have some twists in there because obviously if you want ninja powers, then maybe your mom's not evil. Yeah. Maybe it's some type of false association, which means that maybe you're going to have to fight your dad someday. But maybe he doesn't know that he's working for bad guys. Yeah. And then you have a chance to actually redeem him or show him the truth. And boom, we've got this huge backstory that's tied in. Yeah. And I could easily have it being manipulated by the evil overlord or something like that.
Yeah, sure. So then, I love it. Brilliant. Okay, let's talk. So what's the value for a player in going through an experience like this and then having a game where their backstory is interwoven?
So, I mean, if your backstory is not interwoven, your character has less weight in the world. If you are actually, it doesn't feel like it's your story if you don't have that type of narrative weight to it. It gives you more dimensions. It makes you feel more real as you're playing this, and it will give you more experiences that you will remember after the fact. It makes your war stories actually deep, and that's what's so fun about it. You don't always need it. Sometimes you can pull a lot of joy from a really shallow character. But if you were the type of person who wants to develop a backstory, if you're particularly like writer-brained, it's such a good feeling. And if nothing else, and this might sound silly, a dungeon master who takes the time to fit your background in and tries to play with you on that level makes you feel important. It makes you feel loved. Makes you feel like you are important at the table.
I agree.
One of the best things about being a dungeon master, for those of you who are just getting started, is getting a rise out of your players. It's getting them to make that face, it's getting the O face,
Yeah.
You want that. You want to surprise people. The best part about being a DM, in my opinion, besides playing with your friends, is it's almost like giving little presents to them. Like little like jolts of recognition or inspiration or just emotion. It's so much fun. It's so much fun just to kind of play with their emotions. That sounds sadistic. It is a little sadistic.
It is a little sadistic. Okay, so now, we've talked about one character, but a party's made of multiple characters. Now you're not talking about just weaving one thread in. You're talking about interweaving multiple threads.
Mm-hmm.
Any insights or experiences around that? Kelly has a lot more gems to share with us, but first we want to tell you a little bit about the book that Dice Legenz is publishing called You Need More Orcs. It's all about how to weave orcs, one of the best monsters in the world, into your D&D campaign. It features 60 unique orc stat blocks, fun, frightening, fierce, as well as a whole bunch of other information to help them pop in your campaign, like fortifications, cultural practices, social structures, name generators, plot hooks. Head to our Kickstarter page now. The link is in the podcast and video description, because you need more orcs. Now you're not talking about just weaving one thread in. You're talking about interweaving multiple threads.
Mm-hmm.
Any insights or experiences around that?
For one, try to make sure that no one is the main character. It is a collaborative storytelling game that you're telling, and everybody should be equally important, should have the equal amount of story weight, at least available if they want to pursue it, right? Some players aren't as interested in that. Others really, really love the spotlight. But give them the opportunity to play on the same table and for the same stakes. Secondly, I like at my table, other people do it differently, I don't like any secrets at my table that aren't listed as secrets. So for example, I'm running a game right now where someone has like a mystery box, like they literally carry around a box and nobody knows what's in it. And that is like something that like certain characters get let in on it throughout time. But if people are like having like machinations behind the scenes and things, I actually like it if we talk about that out of game so that we can try to pursue those things. And I prefer it if backstory details, at least big ones, are more open, because I don't think the secret, like super secret backstories that never come out, I don't find much worth in them.
No.
Like if it doesn't get played, it's subtext. It's not part of the story. And I'm all about making the story more interesting for everybody. So I would say, communicate, get people to share what they're comfortable sharing, at least the beginning. Say like, yes, I'm hunting for my mother, but there's some dark things about it. You don't have to say the whole story, but it does kind of like, if you're sitting around a table kind of brainstorming your characters, then not everybody picks, I'm after that guy's mom too. Or maybe they are. Maybe they are. Like, it's an open conversation at the table. That's
right. And I think that there is value in, when doing those first conversations before the game starts, it's a good time for people to explore the possibility of connections. And because if there are connections between backstory, then that adds extra weight to those organizations, or, cross motivations, which are helpful as well.
100%. Session zeros are so useful. I really wish that we did them back in the day. They've really only kind of like started in the past like 5-10 years. Yeah. God, I wish we had those.
So for people that are perhaps very new to Dungeons & Dragons, or new Dungeon Masters, can you describe, people may not know what is meant by Session Zero. Would you please summarize what you mean by that?
Sure. So game 1 is when you actually start playing. Session 0 is where you all sit down. You can build characters during that time, or you can come to the table with built characters if you all kind of agree on what you're going to play in advance. But Session 0 is the meeting where you go and talk about the game as it's going to work. And it can be anything. To take it really seriously, you're laying down the foundations of the social contract that you're entering in to play this game and what that entails. In a less serious sense, you're just working out logistics. Okay, I'm going to play a fighter. Vahid's going to play a ninja. Christine's going to play a monk. And Robin is going to play a barbarian. Cool. We're all going to be humans because we're boring. And
because we're awesome.
Because we're awesome. Because we all want those extra feats.
Totally, man.
Our party name is the Centipedes because we got way too many feet.
Hey.
Yay. But then we also talk about stuff like, okay, it's going to be hosted at Vahid's place. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. We're going to tidy up the place before we leave because he has to work in the morning and nobody wants to have a gross place. You can also talk about things like I have players that have certain phobias. I had a player in a game that had clown phobia. They were afraid of clowns.
Sure.
And I was running a game that was set around a carnival. So that was definitely very relevant for me to have.
Yes.
So it's a good place to talk about what people do and don't want out of it. And it's where you really work out all of the stuff outside of the game itself before you go in so that everybody hits the ground running.
Hey, this has been really helpful. Really cool. What we're going to do now is we're going to do one of our regular segments. This segment is called In a World. And I think it's totally suitable because we've been talking about the intersection between character and adventure and world, plot and character, that they're inseparable.
Okay.
We roll some 20-sided dice. We need 4 of them. Hit me. What'd you get?
All right, I got 5.
5.
I got a 13.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
And I got an 18.
All right. Okay, ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Stars grant wishes. That's first prompt.
Okay, stars grant wishes.
13. All life is tattooed? What does that even mean?
I don't know, but in this world, we'll find out.
Technology fears magic. By the way, these were being given by our patrons, our Dice Legenz patrons.
These are pretty good.
Everyone. And, everyone has a twin. Oh, my. So here's what we got. Stars grant wishes. All life is tattooed. Tech fears magic, and everyone has a twin.
Okay. So how does this work?
How does this work? Do you got any starting ideas? Let's brainstorm. We're brainstorming first. We have to weave it together first, and then we'll do the trailer.
Stars grant wishes. So, I mean, obviously, this is a world where, stars grant wishes. So, the power...
like, are different constellations associated with deities?
Or are stars sentient?
Are stars sentient?
Are the stars gods?
Are the stars gods? Are the stars our relatives? Our ancestors? When we go up and we can ask for our ancestors' aid.
Oh, you know what? So let's combine that. Let's say that the gods are in the constellations, and when you are born, like such as like the Chinese zodiac, you get like a tattoo of that constellation on you. So you're automatically you're tied to that.
Yeah. The world's fundamentally magical, right?
The world's fundamentally magical, right?
And maybe like Maui's tattoo on Moana, right? Which have these tattoos which just appear as he does quests and things. Maybe those constellations they're connected with us to maybe the tattoo of our adventures as we do important things in our lives. Then we are they show up as tattoos on our body.
Okay, so tattoos grow from that.
Yeah,
and so you have a twin. But they have a different birth tattoo, and they have different experience tattoos.
Everyone has an evil twin.
Evil twin, or maybe you're the evil twin.
Maybe we're the evil twins.
So it's you have Vahid, and then you have
exactly. Yeah. And the characters are starting off as evil twins.
As evil twins, all right. And tech fears magic. Why does technology fear magic? Because technology is on its way to write the scales or create and this is like so it's right now there's an imbalance.
Sure.
If the stars grant wishes and technology is available to everyone without wishes.
So
it's being persecuted.
Yeah,
something.
sure. Magic is given in seemingly favoritism, favoritisming.
Technology is egalitarian. So
Egalitarian. Yeah, and so, it has reason to fear magic because magic can destroy it, but it's ultimately the more righteous quest or something along those lines.
Yeah. It will elevate everyone versus magic, where, you if you're branded by the snake god, you will always be a snake person.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try our movie trailer. I don't know how we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
Hey, but guys, if you're listening and watching this, be merciful to us. We've
Don't
just
be. Tear us up.
brainstormed 4 completely unrelated things and trying to create a new campaign setting in 3 minutes. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Either way, it's your show. What do you want?
Let's roll for it. All
right.
Whoever rolls highest goes first.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. I got a 3.
Okay.
You have to start with in a world.
I've seen enough movie trailers. Okay. I know how we do it. All right, so we start off with in a world where your place in reality is chosen by the gods above and inked on your... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go, keep going.
And inked on your body and soul.
You are not alone. Your twin, your evil twin, no, your good twin is out there trying to kill you.
But you have an ace up your sleeve. You have technology to guide you.
In this blockbuster movie called Stargazers.
The quest for tech. The quest for tech.
I got it. Awesome. Wow. That was brilliant. Love it.
Coming this September to Dice Legenz.
Hey, super fun. Hey, Kelly, it's always really fun hanging out with you. Really appreciate your insights that you've shared with us. Really helpful. I've learned a lot. Can you tell people where they can find you?
You can find me on Stargazer Tech Legends on Dice Legenz. It should be Tech Legends. That's so good.
Tech Legends.
Tech Legends. You can also find me on Dork Tales when I'm not on that show. You can find Dork Tales over on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast. Just search Dork Tales. It's like DuckTales but with dorks. And you can also find me various places on the internet, including some of my writing over on Storyteller's Vault and Dungeon Masters Guild. Search Kelly J. Clark.
Links in the video/podcast description. Thanks so much, Kelly. Thank you so much again.
Thanks for having me.
And if you want to support the Dice Legenz channel, you can do so by becoming a patron. Head over to patreon.com/Dice Legenz. You can follow for free. Doesn't cost you a single penny. Ooh. Or you can help us out financially by checking out one of the 3 simple tiers there of ways of supporting us. Thank you to all our patron supporters for all the generosity you've given us over the years. We really appreciate it. All right, guys, get out there, roll some dice, do some dungeon mastering, leave some comments down below saying how you're getting on with your dungeon mastering, and we'll catch you next time.